Hello guys, how are we all doing? Welcome back to Championship Predictions. Only a few weeks to go. I'm joined by Sophie. How are you doing?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
Not too bad, thank you. Loads on the line. We've already seen one team get promoted, one team get relegated, but still loads to play for, and loads of teams on the beach, of course, as well. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe. And there's some Cov fans probably thinking, what is that you're wearing? What do you think?
I like it.
Yeah, it's decent, isn't it? Honestly, thank you to the guys over at CCFC Fan Store who supplied me with this. Callum O'Hare with the specs. I'll be dropping their link down in the description, guys. Go check them out. Some brilliant stuff. Check it out before it runs out. And let's get into some predictions. Starting with Friday night, we have a Yorkshire derby. Huddersfield Town versus Barnsley. Huddersfield can obviously wrap up the playoffs. Barnsley could be relegated. It's a big, big game. It feels like one of them where Barnsley could pop up and get something. You know, it's one of them where they could delay relegation, but even if Barnsley do win, it seems inevitable that they will go down. I actually don't think they will. I think Huddersfield look very strong at the moment. They've proved a lot of people wrong at the moment. Honestly, Huddersfield have been in that top six for a while. There's a few people saying, how are they in there? But they just keep pulling out these brilliant results. And I think they could be in the playoff final as well. I've got this funny feeling about them. 3-0, Barnsley are down.
Okay, yeah, I am one of those people that thought, what are Huddersfield doing in there? And I did just assume that they'd drop out, and they're still there, they're still going strong, so fair play to them. And I think they're going to win against Barnsley. 2-0.
2-0.
Yeah, pretty convincing, 2-0.
Next up we'll go to Luton Town versus Blackpool. This is an interesting game. Luton Town obviously need another win to secure the playoffs, and Blackpool 6-1 against Birmingham City. Honestly, but Blackpool have been brilliant this season. What a season. And do you know what? They're not going to give up even though they've got nothing to play for now. They'll keep fighting and maybe even finish in and amongst that top 10. Who knows what's possible for Blackpool. I think Luton will just edge this. I think this will be a very good game, but Luton Town have more to play for. I'm going to go Luton 2, Blackpool 1.
Yeah, I'm going to go for a bit spicy one. 3-2 Luton. I think, yeah, Luton just have that little bit more quality. They've been a really good season as well, but you've just got to give props to Blackpool, because first season up in the Championship, you wouldn't expect them to be like that. I think a lot of people would have had them down to get relegated, and they've had a really, really good season. And yeah, 6-1 against Birmingham, great result. But I don't think they're going to get one against Luton, so 3-2.
Next up is Birmingham City. They're playing Millwall. Oh my God, how bad are Birmingham?
Oh,
I actually feel so bad for their fans. They are awful.
Yeah.
Honestly, Birmingham City would be in that bottom 3 if it wasn't for Derby and Reading's points deductions. Birmingham are so lucky, and I think their fans are so frustrated. Rightfully so. We saw the reaction after that Blackpool game. Troy Deeney went over to apologise. It was all a bit horrible. I don't know what's going to happen with Lee Bowyer. But Millwall, I think they've got a very good chance of making the top 6, because they're now level on points with Sheffield United, or maybe 1 point behind. I need to look at the table again. But they've got to play Birmingham and they've got to play Peterborough. So that's 2 winnable games going into that final day where it's all to play for. I think Millwall win this 1-0.
Yeah, so Millwall usually win 1-0, and I almost stick money on it every week. But against Birmingham, they just love to ship goals. So I'm going to say 3-0 Millwall. I think Birmingham are just in shocking form. So.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, next up we go to AFC Bournemouth versus Fulham. Probably a Premier League game next season. Fulham are up now. If they win this, I think they're champions. If Bournemouth win this, they're a step closer to joining them in the Premier League. Obviously, Forest are still going very strong, but this is going to be a very, very high quality game for the Championship. I was very impressed by Bournemouth against Coventry. They didn't actually do that much.
Wasn't it 3 shots on target?
But when they were in front of goal, they were actually clinical. And Dom Solanke's just impressive. It's Dom Solanke versus Mitrovic here. Obviously, it's such a big game. I'm going to go 2-1 Cherries.
Okay. I think this one's going to be a draw. I'm going to back a 2-2 draw. I think, yeah, it's going to be, for me, a tight game. I can't really see either team winning it, so I'm going to have to back a draw. But 2 very good teams going at it, too good for the Championship.
Absolutely. Next up is Derby County versus Bristol City. Derby are now relegated. It's a real shame for them. Like I say, if they've only been given just one of the points deductions, they would have probably survived this season. But double points deductions, no chance. Bristol City are in town. They're a weird team, Bristol City. They seem to win games when I don't expect them to.
I can't call them, ever.
But I don't expect them to here because Derby County, although they've gone down, are still a very decent home team. I'm going to give this 1-0 to Derby.
Yeah, I'm going to go 2-1 Derby. Again, Bristol City can never call their results. They're a very inconsistent team. I just don't understand them. They're not having a very good season, to be fair. And then, yeah, Derby have been relegated. They gave it a good go, though. There was times through the season where you thought, are they going to do it? I think they might do it. But at the end of the day, it was just too much, wasn't it? So I do think they're going to win this one. So 2-1.
2-1. Now, next up we go to Hull City versus Reading. This will probably be the day where Reading are mathematically confirmed survived in the Championship. Hull City have obviously survived, and Hull City are ending the season quite well. I've got to say, Hull City have had a pretty decent season for a team that's just come up. Reading, I've been impressed in recent weeks. That 4-4 with Swansea was incredible.
Yeah, that was a great comeback.
4-1 down, yeah.
Insane.
So I think even if Reading lose this game, because Peterborough are playing Forest and Barnsley are playing Huddersfield, Reading will mathematically be confirmed surviving anyway. So I think they're going to lose but stay up on this day. I'm going to go 1-0 Hull because Hull are quite good.
See, I don't know why I can just see goals in this one. So I'm going to back a 3-2 Reading win.
What?
Yeah. I'll just throw that out there. If I call that, that's insane.
Yeah.
It'll probably be a 1-1.
Very random.
Yeah. No, I'll back Reading to win that one.
Okay. Next up we go to Peterborough versus Nottingham Forest. Do you know what? Peterborough impressed me in the last couple of weeks, but it's just too little too late. It's a shame actually. I'd like Peterborough to stay up.
I'm not bothered. They can go back down.
Oh. Well, I think Peterborough are quite likeable anyway. They're pretty harmless.
Yeah.
But Nottingham Forest are in town and usually only one winner when Forest are playing. I think Forest will win. We'll say 3-1 and that will be the end of Peterborough.
Yeah, I'm going to say 4-1. I do think Peterborough will get a goal. But Forest, I've said it a couple of weeks ago, they're just in unreal form. They're a very, very good team, good manager, and I think they're going to pick up the 3 points. 4-1.
Jack Colback, shot or cross?
That is no way a shot at all. What do you think?
It was a shot.
No, it wasn't.
Next up, Sheffield United versus Cardiff City. Interesting game this at Bramall Lane. Cardiff City haven't really got anything to play for. Sheffield United do. They're in 6th place. If they could win all those games, they'll do it. But I don't know. I think Middlesbrough have got a game in hand. It's quite tight, really. And Millwall are on their tails. I think Sheffield United need to win this. I'll go 2-1 Blades.
Yeah, see, I think this is going to be a bit of a stumbling block as well. They really need to win this one, but I think they're only going to pick up a point. I'm going to say 2-2.
Ooh. You think?
Yeah, I think so.
Interesting. Okay, next up we go to Stoke City versus QPR. QPR got back to winning ways against Derby in that late show which relegated Derby. But QPR, can they make the playoffs? Maybe. I'd doubt it.
Early on in the season it was looking dead set, wasn't it?
Yeah. They're playing Stoke here. I don't know what to say. It's the end of the season. I'm going to go for a bit of fun. 2-2.
Okay. Do you know what? I'm going to back a Stoke win here. I think QPR, they're not in the best form, and it's weird because they're quite a good team. They've got good individuals.
Yeah, they are a good team.
I don't know what's going on there at the moment. So I'm going to have to back a Stoke win. 2-1.
Next up we go to Swansea City versus Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough obviously not in the best form at the moment. It's a shame because the top 6, well, 6th place is there, but no one wants to take it at the moment. And Middlesbrough have a good chance with that game in hand and stuff, but they're bobbling at the moment. And Chris Wilder's been linked with the Burnley job, and that would be disastrous for Middlesbrough to end the season like that. But I think they're going to lose. I think they're going to lose again, actually. Swansea are quite a decent side, and they're ending the season.
Inconsistent.
Ending the season fairly strong. 2-1 Swansea.
Okay. Do you know, I'm actually going to back Middlesbrough purely because every time I back Swansea, they don't win. So it could go the other way. I think there's going to be goals in this one as well because, as we've seen at the weekend, Swansea do like to ship goals. I think they'll go 1-0 up and then they'll go 3-1 down. So I'll say that's the final result. Next
up we go to the Hawthorns where West Bromwich Albion take on the mighty Sky Blues. Coventry, I've watched their last few performances. Good, and then the Bournemouth one wasn't actually a bad performance, but
it was to be expected, wasn't it?
It was just against a top team, and they were very ruthless. A little bit of luck, and
we're just not ruthless. They were.
It was a bit frustrating, really. I don't know. I think for those Cov fans thinking the top 6 could still be alive, we would have to win every game, and it could happen. As for West Brom, obviously they lost 4-0 to Forest. They've had Furlong sent off in that game, so he won't play. we don't usually win at the Hawthorns, but it's towards the end of the season. We're doing all right. West Brom are inconsistent. Let's go for a bit of fun. West Brom 2, Coventry 3.
Okay, yeah, you think there's going to be goals? Yeah, I think we've been playing well. Just we create a lot of chances. We just don't take them. We're just not clinical enough, and we've shown that against Bournemouth. Gave them 3 chances, 3 shots on goal, 3 goals. If we had 3 shots on goal, nothing. But that's just us. I think we are going to score against West Brom, and I can actually see us winning. I'm going to say 2-1 to the Sky Blues.
2-1 to the Sky Blues. There you go. And the last game is between Preston North End and Blackburn Rovers, Lancashire derby. Blackburn Rovers, though, top 6 hopes. They're just, oh God, it's so frustrating. We called this every season. We call it with Tony Mowbray, and he always messes it up. I think Preston win this. Preston are a solid side. Blackburn are in free fall. 3-1 Preston.
I'm going to say 1-0 Preston. So I do agree. I think Preston will win this one. And yeah, we did say with the Tony Mowbray team, they look very, very good. After January, just fall off. And they have done again this season. So their fans must be so frustrated. And I think, yeah, they're going to lose against Preston. So 1-0.
That wraps up the championship predictions, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'll leave the link in the description for the CCFC fan store. If you're a Coventry fan, go check it out. Make sure to like and subscribe, guys. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.